as Adri, no Adri. But this is live. Hello.
Are we live? Are we live?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, we're live. Wow, the first time in 3 years, no?
Yes,
We're
sir.
live. We're live. First time in 3 years.
Yes.
Congratulations, Leon. Thank you very much.
Sir.
There we did it.
Nice to meet you.
Good job. Good job with everything. Hello, community. Hello, people. Hello, whoever is left over in the fan space. We've made it through this thing. And it's all your job.
The baby. Well, yours too.
No.
Come on.
No, I don't want credit.
Yes. Beautiful. We are almost there, guys.
Humble guy.
We have a ceremony to do before we start anything. We start chatting. We have a bunch of shots lined up in front of us, and behind our camera we have the rest.
This is for the beginning, not for the end.
The rest of our lovely team.
Yeah.
Who are all gonna come around, and we're gonna have a bunch of chat. Because we're in front of the camera, but it's not just us.
Okay, muchachos, pasen shots.
Yeah.
You got it, Jay. Wait.
Muchachos.
Thank you. Let's go. Manolito.
What?
Go. Hey.
Everybody here. Cheers.
Guys,
Cheers.
cheers.
Let's fucking do this.
Saludos.
Thank you. Saludos.
Let's go.
Holy shit.
Okay. Now we are ready.
I've been trying to get sober for a year. It's not working out.
This is cola only for
Yeah, this is
nothing.
only Coca-Cola.
Of course.
Kids, be responsible.
Of course.
Don't do drugs.
And that was water.
Okay, yeah, a bunch of people are in chat saying cheers. So
Cheers
it's
to
all working.
Lenny.
Everyone can see us. Describes us talking about my cool glasses, which are very cool.
Of course.
And they think
Yeah, Simon is on the phone here. Canceling the campaign.
No.
Sorry.
it's understandable at this point,
Do you know that big part of why you were such a good hostile was your glasses?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
they were distracting, like your soul is not there, when you have them. It's like
My soul is
very
gone.
scary to be honest.
But he didn't wear them during your life.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, he was.
Good, I always remember you with the glasses.
Yeah, because you only remembered the first videos that we made, and then like everything while you were playing was like
Because
going.
Marco vetoed me having this.
No, I didn't want the fuck. What is this fucking shit show? We're not a fucking rock band.
Also, Andy would have been
Good,
very
I
upset.
swear to
because of
God,
the
I
reflections.
remember you with the glasses. But okay, it's okay. I was just too stressed out in that fucking gameplay.
Well, first of all, Renard is not here,
Yeah, Renard is not
which
here.
is very sad.
Very sad.
I'm very sad. I miss the insults.
I hope he's watching.
Yeah.
I
You're
will-
beautiful.
I will let
should
you
be
know
here.
if he shows up in the chat or anything, and we can say hi.
He should show up and like insult us the way he insults us.
Ashen is there. I see
Ashton is
him.
here. Yeah, we've got a bunch of folk. It's nice to see everyone. Hi everyone. Yeah, so we're done, kind of half maybe. Possibly.
You done?
No.
We are all done.
I mean, we're almost done.
We're almost done.
We're
We're
almost
almost
done.
there.
Yeah.
We have 45 minutes, 55 minutes until the campaign starts, and then we have about 2 weeks,
I'm excited, eh?
and then
Whoa.
we go.
And the 2 weeks are going to be nice. They're going to be filled with a bunch of stuff that we prepared for the community as well.
Yeah, we're not gonna drop it and leave. We have a lot of things going on all the way throughout. We're gonna have a couple more live streams for you guys. So tomorrow, in fact, Marco and I are gonna be on stream with some Simon folk. We're gonna introduce ourselves to the Simon side of things. We're gonna show off a couple of bits and bobs from the game. We're gonna have some big things for everyone. So please tune in.
Yeah.
It'll be a good
Are
time.
you going to wear your glasses?
I might wear my glasses. I'll see what they say about it. I'll just show up in them and I won't comment on them, and I'll see how far I can get before someone is like, "Why are you wearing sunglasses?"
Okay,
It's like,
here's the thing. If you wear your glasses, I'm going to bring the alcohol.
Oh, shit.
I don't think that's going to work out.
Oh shit.
I think
this
that-
is like a hostage situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, on top of the official Simon stuff, we're gonna have a few with them. But
Yes.
we're also gonna be. We have Ricardo here
Yes,
for the week, so we're gonna do some more stuff with him. We're
We're
gonna have.
gonna do an art live stream. It's gonna be great.
Yes, we're finally going to be talking about the art of the game a little bit, because we talked about the game design ad infinitum, like we've been praising these guys for a very long time.
Yeah.
So it's time for to take center stage and tell everybody
Yes.
how you developed this world.
I mean, we did it
with
together.
drawings.
But I always in that art talk we're gonna talk about that red and black and white.
I think
So
it's going to be a
iconic.
fun. It's going to be a fun talk. We're going to
Absolutely,
talk about
absolutely.
the entire conception of the game, from the very first sketches that we did all the way down to the final product.
Yeah.
And I mean, once the campaign launches in an hour, we're also going to be able to showcase it, the majority of what is in the core box. And then as you know, the new stuff gets revealed, people will see even more.
Yeah,
I hope.
plenty.
Yeah.
Andy, a bunch of folk are saying we're a bit quiet. Have you put us up?
Yeah.
Okay, easy peasy. Yeah, and then of course we're also gonna have how do you say live stream in Spanish?
Okay, we're gonna do a Spanish live stream. It's gonna be between me and Angela, and it's gonna be great. Spanish community, get ready because we are coming with everything. Proper YouTuber.
Can you do me a favor? Can
Yes,
you just
sir.
repeat it in Spanish because the Spanish people didn't understand.
True, fair enough, fair enough. Vamos a hacer un live stream en español y yo hablo rápido, soy canario cubano, así que esténse preparados.
But you didn't say papongo or mamacita.
In Spanish I don't use those words.
Okay.
Besides that, we also have a lot. No, we have more streams, right? We have.
Yeah, there's a bunch coming.
We've got some more plans with Simon. We're gonna
Yes,
do I think
exactly.
maybe it's about one per week or so that we're up. So
And by the way, reviews of the game are already up.
Yeah,
so
we-
people can check them out. Eh?
you folk will
people
have-
are yeah.
already seen Board Game Co put out a little video.
Yeah.
There's a surprise there.
Hmm?
There's a surprise there for you.
There's a surprise there?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A bag?
Yeah, in the back.
Inside.
No, what? What is this?
Oh, it's a cockroach.
Oh my god!
It's a live cockroach. Look at you. You're not surprised.
It's whatever. Like it's in the bag.
No, what? I'm not gonna do anything with it.
Hold that.
What?
Put it over there. Where the other cockroaches are. What a shit move, dude. Like, you guys are fucked up.
Who did this?
Well, you guys got to see a cockroach. They're asking us to show off some minis.
For
so let's set
for one
something up.
second, I thought we have to kill it.
Oh, that would be so brutal. Like, we'd be cancelled in a heartbeat.
All
The
right.
cockroach is gonna be released. Eh?
There's your minis on the table for everyone.
And we just got to clarify, this is the preview kit. So, like, this is, you know, the small version of the game. The big version, you'll see later in an hour or so. This is just what Simon produced for the YouTubers to be able to, like, play the first 2-3 missions. But it's quite a lot. So,
And just to clear it off, we don't know if this is the full size of the game. This is, like Marco was saying, just a preview kit, so box size may change, box details may change, box contents probably won't change, but may well do. Don't expect a live cockroach in your package.
I mean, unless you're working with Andy.
Unless you're working with Andy, apparently, who wants to commit
Later, you
terrorism
need to
on
tell
us.
me where did you find this? You were like,
No, I think it's a leftover from the music video that he shot. Because
fair,
he bought a bunch of insects and a bunch of arachnids.
If you
So
haven't seen the video, guys, you need to check it out. Eh?
Marco, question.
yes,
Are the minis going to be that color?
we haven't finalized the colors yet.
Yeah.
So they were we chose these color options before we had the maps, and so they carried over in the preview kit. But we might adjust the colors
Yeah.
in the final print run based off of the map colors that we developed. So
We wanted to have them like distinguished for between each other for
Yeah.
ease of recommendation, but we need to kind of see a bit more about how they look on the maps. Speaking of, once we get everything out, we can get some of the maps out and show off the big tiles.
look, there's a bunch of tokens here.
All of the maps, everyone. Slide those up a little bit and leave
Yeah.
them, whatever.
But it's not even all.
It's not even all because it's
It's not all.
only single-sided.
You'll hold a bunch of maps. Look, there's more maps here. Look, there's more maps here. The final versions come double-sided, so don't worry. There's more map themes.
There's always more maps. How much new lore will be included? We've definitely included a few things. Like, one of our goals for Clan Wars was always that you should be able to pick up the game without having seen the Genesis at all in your life and still be able to enjoy it. But because we're us, of course, there's a lot of things in there that will be callbacks to things that you'll know from the rest of the game. There's a couple of like little bits and bobs that are hinting about things to come a little bit. and the more we do, the more we put in, basically.
I mean, and to be fair, you know, like cockroaches.
I mean, it's plenty to be honest. Like there's a lot of lore in the missions.
Watch this model, please.
Even visually, you know,
Don't worry.
everything that we have like explored visually speaking is like more lore for me, you know, like.
And there's also stuff that we cannot talk about right now.
We have
Because
a lot of stuff that we
we're
can't
still
talk
in
about
the
right
in the
now.
early stages of the campaign that it
Absolutely.
hasn't even launched yet. So there's gonna be more reveals.
Of course.
Oh my God.
I mean, plenty
Can you
of them
believe
to be
it?
fair.
Can you believe it? There will be more reveals.
Can we ask lore questions? I mean, you probably
No.
can, but who knows if you get an answer?
No, I'm not answering lore questions tonight. Come on.
Nothing related to Decoy 5, please.
We do a designated lore live stream towards the end of the
Don't put me up to this.
Ah, nice.
I'll do it. I'll do a fucking Q&A. Like let's do a Q&A, half an hour, 45 minutes, somewhere towards the end. Like I don't know, like towards
Okay.
June 8th or something.
How long does it usually take to set up the game? So in terms of setup, it's pretty quick. A lot of the setup is eased by the operative sleeves. So these are little packets for all of the operatives to have their entire kit inside. So when you unfold it, you get their dashboard for both of their sides, and then you have all of their items, all of their potentials, and so on. And between games, that can be used to store all of the equipment that they have. It means that then if you break for a while, it's really easy to get back into it. And then in terms
setup
of
time, not longer than 2.5 to 3 minutes. I mean, we're like it's really very, very, very simple and straightforward. And onboarding itself has never been longer than 15. I mean, 15 minutes you can basically understand the ins and outs of the game.
yeah, they're talking about Gloomhaven, and Gloomhaven was one of the games that we bought as like a sort of early. What do we want?
And
this
what
game
was
to
my
look like?
reaction when I opened the box?
And your reaction when we opened the box was you looked at how many components there were, and then you closed the box.
No, this is super simple in comparison. Completely.
No. I mean, I'm personally, I would never be interested in a board game that like takes me an hour or longer on the onboarding side. Like I'd be out. Like there was the key tenet of development. It was like super quick onboarding and then long learning curve in the game, because that is where the excitement starts. You know, like you want to have like a feeling that you can assess the game really quickly, but then as you play it more and more, you understand the entirety and the scope of all the tactical options that you have.
Easy
I
to
mean,
learn, hard to master.
you can look at so Alex from Board Game Co just put up a video with like a rough, very quick run of the rules, and it was 10 minutes long.
Yeah,
And it was a pretty solid introduction to the rules. So
yeah, better than yours.
it was. I think mine was more comprehensive, but
I mean, you didn't speed run it, but like he did a good job. He did a really good job. I was really excited to see him earlier today.
No, but definitely it's really easy to play for the first time. I had a couple of play testing, and people can learn it really quick, like 15 minutes easily.
Yeah, and you like trolling people anyway.
Yes,
so
of
like,
course.
it's your type of
Hostile
game.
is the best, and everybody should try that. Don't
That's
get-
when you understand that your colleagues have a mean streak, when they are really into the hostile fucking gaming.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
like they're really vengeful and spiteful people. Then you know like how many times this guy tried to kill me while we played testing?
I
never
tried.
fucking got me dead. Never.
because someone else jumped in the way. from you
No,
every
because my
time.
soul is pure. You cannot kill a pure soul. This is it's impossible.
We haven't played together. I need to hostile you.
Yeah, you hostile me.
Douche.
You can try. I'm immune to mean streaks.
Do you understand my size? I'm the Napoleon of Clan Wars.
Oh, I totally saw it. I totally saw it. Like when I saw you play, and when I saw you switch roles and become the hostile, I was like, oh no! After 4 years, I finally understand where Ricardo is coming from, and what a mean bastard he is. So I'm not surprised anymore. Like you cannot shock me with this shit.
So someone's asking what your favorite model that's on the table is.
Mine.
Yeah.
Mine.
From what's here.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I love Aviv. Aviv turned out amazing. I think that's one of my really, especially if you go into the macro photography of him.
Yeah. His cloak is so detailed as well.
Not only
And
that,
the
the
face.
shape of
Yeah.
the face is amazing. He has like this amazing jawline and really high cheekbones. Really fantastic sculpt. And I mean, I've always been a fan of Pluto since the very beginning, but I really have to say the Archer turned out amazing as well.
Yes.
And this is just like, I mean, it's not even, not even everything.
I mean, it's hard to pick because we have
a lot more
There's a
to
lot
show
of great
off.
options, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the Hellions because I love big swords.
These
the-
guys, yeah.
Oh yes, so
Yeah.
iconic.
I adore everything about them. They're so, whenever they show up on the table, they're really like, oh fuck, here's someone that's gonna come and beat us up.
For me, it would be like Feuerbach. I think it's like super synthetic, cool, atomic, sexy guy. I love it. Really good. And you can tell it's him from really far away.
So, what's the feedback from the influencers and playtesters outside of the selected fans? So, I'll talk a little bit about the playtesters.
I mean,
'cause-
we don't really. The playtesters we know that is a very fun thing because we had like months to deal with the playtesters. Actually, maybe we should go a little bit back in time to August of last year when we pitched Clan Wars to Simon.
Yep.
And the way the pitching process works is that they invite you to their veteran game playtesters office,
Yeah.
and then you have to pitch the game to their veterans. And we went there. It was with Renard, you, Adrian, Valerie, me. Was there anybody else?
I don't think Andy came along.
No,
for that
Andy
one.
didn't come along for this one. And then we came into the office and like, I think the world froze for a minute. Because
Yeah.
they did not care about the art at all.
They
They were
were-
like, just show us the gameplay. Like fucking 3 bosses, like these fucking 3 mafia bosses are sitting there.
So
Show
I'm
us the
sitting,
gameplay.
I'm sitting across from these guys as the hostile, and they're giving me like full on like.
Jesus.
But the best part was like I thought I'm gonna run the pitch. I thought I'm gonna do my elevator shit and I'm gonna show them all the art and I'm gonna blow them away. They're like, no, we're not interested in that. Show us the gameplay. And then I was like, oh shit, everything is on Leon now. And I was starting to sweat bullets. I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna go bad. And then you pulled it off. You showed them the game.
Did great.
And then as soon as they saw the game, as soon as they understood the mechanics, like you could see the first sparkle in their eyes. And then, like they would like go in and deliberate and then come back and then play more. And then literally after 1 hour, we're taking.
Nice.
What ended up happening, the thing that like I was getting nothing back because they were locked in, they were like understanding everything that I said like
Yeah.
immediately. Usually, you have to explain things a few times. They're like, oh, I understand. I've seen this sort of mechanic before. And the thing that got me was we finished mission 1 and we had like pre-prepared a further mission that had a champion in it, and we were like, okay, cool, we finished this. If you guys want, we can skip time forward and we can go to like middle of the campaign and we'll show off some of that. And they're like, no, we want to play the next mission and see like the actual sequential way that the campaign runs. And
That's when I knew
yeah.
I'm completely useless. I'm gonna leave the room, have a cigarette, and leave you guys to play, and you're gonna sell this game. And that's what you did, and that's how we ended up with Simon. And
When I heard this story, I was super excited.
yeah, like
I was like, what the
It
hell?
was such a surprise. It was such a surprise because it was a 24-hour transaction. Like literally, it happened when we went there, we pitched, and then 24 hours later, we had an offer on the table.
That's insane.
So that's how much they loved it, and they play tested it for almost 3 months, right?
Yeah, so
Up and down, like across 2 different departments.
yep, they play tested it a bunch. The feedback from them was it was super helpful. Personally, I was like really nervous about it because I kind of expected them to be like, okay, you need to rewrite the entire game. But
Every day,
they actually they came back. They had some really good feedback that was really
Yeah.
constructive.
Yeah.
They really liked the game overall. They had
Yeah.
some thoughts and feelings about like maybe some later missions could change and stuff like that. But like on the whole, they were super into it.
I think that department is a fucking gem. Like I really loved working with everybody in that department. Like I
yeah,
felt
they were so nice to work
genuine, kind, responsive, good feedback. And nothing that came back from them was like overbearing. They were really interested and invested into just making the game better around the edges. Giving it enough polish so it would be a really nice final product. So I'm very happy about that.
And
collaboration.
it was great working with them, and we really polished the game up to just like a really great level.
Yeah.
And they were a great time.
Nice. Even then, from the beginning, the game was like they loved it a lot. Like the changes were minor in general.
It was balancing stuff,
Yeah,
mostly balancing. You know, like hey, balance mission. You know,
It was balance and feel and making
Yeah.
sure that like certain things felt a little better, making sure that there wasn't any like major stomps or
Yeah.
the people were felt like they were forced into certain things.
Yeah.
Like one of the big changes that I'll talk about is that we added a lot more like healing items so that people don't feel chained to the healer in the roster.
Yeah.
Like
Which
he's
is
he's still super powerful. Like he still gets his like main like hero moment of being able to just heal people. But it's now a case of like if you lose him, you're not lost the campaign.
Yeah.
It's funny because what you said before, like we are so used to doing art, like we were super confident about it, and it was really surprising.
Yeah, but like
you guys kill it, you know, like first game, first time, Renata and Liam, they did such an amazing job.
This was the biggest lesson for me in this whole experience of like spending 18 months on this game. So usually the way I would approach something is to overwhelm the interested party with art, you know, because it's a very easy way for us to you know enter the conversation. But in this particular scenario, they were just like really not interested in the art. They already felt that being interested in the art would bias them too positively, and they also, which was one of the funniest part, were like usually games with good art have shitty game design because everybody front loads all the budget into the art, and so they never bought into the art stuff. And then only after seeing that the game was actually really fun to play, they started appreciating the art, and that was a really a very very nice you know kind of like return to what we originally tried to pitch. So they appreciated it, they valued it, but only after they saw that it actually has a real foundation to work on.
And this beast and the other one,
Yeah.
they did it.
Yeah. Well, the other one is a fucker. You know, where is
he's
he
not
right
here,
now?
but we miss him a lot.
Yeah.
And,
It's
you
hard
guys did an
to.
amazing job, eh?
We have to give tons and tons of credit to Renard.
Yes.
Like
The
my
machine.
role was mostly to sort of string everything together, but
Yeah.
a lot of the things about the game were really on Renard's table,
Yeah.
and he really pulled it off super
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
Like the
Yeah.
game.
He deserves a lot of praise when it comes to just like basic engine functionality and thinking in broad contexts across a vast campaign. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
so I'm impressed with that.
It was super easy for me to develop a lot of the things. Well, I can say super easy, relatively speaking, because kind of everything just works.
Yeah.
Everything just fits together
Yeah.
super nicely.
You did an amazing job.
So it's huge credit to him. If you're watching this at some point, Renard, we love you. Come out
Yeah,
at some point.
we still love you, even though you're not here.
I guess I'll go back for a couple of quick questions to the
Yeah.
chat. Is it just cockroaches? So yes, the core box campaign is focused entirely on the cockroaches. We have 51 cockroach minis, I think.
No more.
There's 79 minis in the box, and then I think we have 6 neutrals as well.
9.
9 neutrals. Anyway, there's some number.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
You'll have no shortage of models to paint.
Yes.
And yeah, that's the core box campaign, and we won't speak about anything else.
We can't. I mean, we could, but we can't.
We're saying it. You know what I mean, like.
Do you think someone's asking about mini close-ups? Wait 36 minutes, and you'll have so many.
Yeah, all of them. Not
You're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Do you think a good hostile player will have to pull punches so that they don't stomp their players? I think actually no. I think a lot of things that we've done have kind of come down to like balancing and stuff and trying to make sure that everyone feels like they're having a good time. I think that first of all the game is quick enough to pick up that like by the time the hostile has managed to really start chewing into you, you'll have started to pick up on some strategies and things. We've tried to have some ways of balancing that together by giving like the hostile gets some advice at the start of the mission booklet, and each operative also gets some advice on the inside of their operative sleeve so that they can kind of start with some strategies in mind.
But also, like, I don't know if your experience, but in my game testing, like, once I tried to be really mean, and it was really difficult to kill them even if they didn't know how to play, you know, like it's really balanced, to be honest. Like if you have bad rolls, you cannot do much.
Yeah, and I think what we also did from the very beginning was we pushed for the idea that the hostile always has something to do, that he's not just like a passive part that is, you know, like someone are sitting in the background trying to like give the other 4 guys a good time.
Yeah.
But
You're
that
always plotting.
always plotting, that
Yeah.
there's always progress for the hostile as well, even on the small objectives, you know, like if he brings in like 1 or 2 small objectives, like that can cascade across the whole campaign.
Absolutely.
And really lead to very, very interesting combinations of what the hostile is capable of doing. So I really think that there's a lot of stuff that is cool for the hostile to like progress through the campaign, and there's a real act of winning against the operatives.
Yeah. I think a couple of things, I guess the first is that, you know, this is like the solo mode question, is why we didn't go for it, is because when we were starting the game, you know, we came across the idea of like, do we want to have a computer to play the hostile? And when we were thinking about that, the thing that we came back to was like, we really, in terms of like the themes of the Genesis and stuff, and in terms of like the feeling of the game, it just fits better if you have someone who is controlling all of the enemies.
Absolutely, because we want the cockroaches to be cunning.
Yeah,
we want them.
The cockroaches are like savage and primitive, but they're not stupid.
Exactly.
They're it's like a different kind of intelligence, and we really wanted to have this idea of like the hostile is an active part of the game, and they have to be able to do something in all situations. So in most missions, there's like the implied objective of the hostile is trying to kill everyone, but there's also opportunities for them to go on side objectives and unlock their own powerful abilities and so on.
And also, it's really difficult to make mechanics some ideas, like for example sacrificing something to do something else, or targeting someone, you know, like really targeting one character. It's really human, you know, expression for the
absolutely. And I do think that gives the room to explore those tactics.
Because it's key. I don't know if you said what you said, but it's key that the hostile is not a passive guy that is making other people happy. It's really fun and thrilling way.
And that actually comes from my fascination for Space Crusade. Like that was the game that I brought into the discussion at the very beginning, because I'm an old Space Crusade player. And it's an overlord setup where you play the overlord, like alien, you know, player in the Warhammer 40k universe, and you like go off against players who take the role of space marines that are trying to like board like an ancient ship. And that was one of my favorite games when I was growing up. I really felt like there was a real tactile nature through it, because you would progress through different ranks as the overlord for the amount of kills that you would collect per mission, and would upgrade certain units of yours, and you would be able to draw more cards from mission to mission if you like performed better in the previous one. So that was one of the inspirations that I brought into developing the Genesis Clan Wars. And I think everybody like chipped in on a lot of different ideas from the beginning, when we just collected, you know, baseline board game experience, because we didn't have any at the beginning.
There was a question about how the music video came about.
It's very easy. I tell you, we suck at marketing, and we just decide to do things our way. It's very simple, you know. Like we're not. I would have dreaded nothing more than doing a Blender type fucking bad animation video in 3D, where some miniatures run across a fictional map, shooting arrows at one another and making animal sounds. And this is where like this is how stuff comes together. Like I'm. You know, I'd rather finance a music video. I don't know. Like, I feel that's more real and more honest and more us than, you know, like trying to like sell the idea of what it means to move a trapper 3 tiles across the map. What does he do? He doesn't set up anything because I don't have money for the animation. No, this is just garbage.
I mean, Andy, who you saw on camera for a second, Andy was the one who directed a lot of it. And Andy does all of our camera work, so us looking pretty is all due to just Andy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
not only that, I mean, Andy does a lot more. He's been the cover artist for all the books that we released in the past. Like he's shot every one of the major covers on the TTRPG line. He's screen recorded all of my. There's no last minute request that I need to fulfill on I mean, you guys can keep going.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
if
go
you
back
wanna-
into
Okay,
a launch mode.
we're on again. So
Liam and I, we are
just
dream
let's-
team.
Let's make sure we're on, and then we can do the final.
We
Countdown.
can, well, Marco if needs to go check anything and then
I just need to make sure that the campaign
Sure,
rolls.
sure.
So
we can
I love you
refill.
guys. Moi, thanks for everything. Thanks for waiting for us. We've been in. Jesus Christ, what is Snow White? Is it Snow White?
What?
Cinderella sleep?
Cinderella?
Sleeping Beauty.
We've been Sleeping Beauty for 3 years.
Yeah, this is
But now finally we're blossoming again.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we're finally back. We've got plenty.
Well, I just had like a
things.
complete blackout. Like I was like, who the fuck is she again? Like
Anticlimactic.
We're going like oh no, I'm getting it now. I was thinking of a movie,
Oh,
but
no.
I can't remember. I'm getting it now.
We are in
It's
the mood,
Minority Report.
motherfucker. I'm gonna go
No,
and make
no.
sure this campaign runs,
Go,
okay?
go.
I love you guys. Mwah. Thanks for everything.
Ricardo, get yourself another drink.
And I'll grab
yes.
this bottle.
Cola?
Yes.
Can we show brands here?
Are we not showing brands on camera?
Yeah, we show it.
We show everything on
Look,
camera to you
this
guys.
is a black, open it please. It's a black stuff.
It's it's an unbranded cola product.
We never do this YouTube thing. Maybe this is totally allowed, but you know,
Yeah,
let's
we're
let's
fine.
say.
So if you want to answer any
Liam?
questions.
Yeah. We're rolling. I'm waiting till Ricardo
No,
gets
we're
set
not
back
doing
down.
questions now. No question. No
It's
question.
professional, like whatever.
No
we
question
just ask.
today.
No questions?
We literally doing rapping right now. Okay. Tell me
Okay.
more about Renard. No, I'm joking.
We did have a brief question about whether we'll be visiting game shows in the future. I can't answer tons of that. I just show up and I write things.
Of course.
But what I can say is that we absolutely adore going to Luca. It's the favorite
Wow,
event of
that's
everyone
insane.
here. We have like a super huge time whenever we go. And I don't know if Hozon. Nicola is in chat.
Yeah,
so
Hassan did a great job there.
Hozon was
Oh.
absolutely insane for us. Like
Yeah.
he ran, must have been like 20 or 30 games of the game.
absolutely.
Super huge. So,
Yeah.
oh my god,
What
they
happened?
can see the logo of my laptop. Don't look.
We fucked it up from minute zero.
Jesus, I need some stickers to put on it. But yeah, no, Luca was great, and there's a bunch of other options for us as well that we might end up at. I know there's a tabletop convention in Scotland, so maybe I'll show up and run some games.
I mean, I don't know because I have seen airplanes getting down in Scotland. I would be really scared of that.
I can handle it myself. What's your favorite piece of art from the game that you made?
That I did.
Not the one that you're thinking about.
Wow, thank you, Liam. It's God tier. I was about to spoil. Woof, difficult. Okay, I need to see here, no?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, because it's not here, of course. Well, Pluto is good.
Pluto is really good. Pluto
Pluto's
looks
really
so good.
I like
There's
it.
a reason he's on every marketing material.
Yes, it's really good.
Guy is just so cool.
I mean, he was one of the first ones, and I love all of them. But but Pluto, I spent a lot of love and time because I tend to be more detailed at the beginning, and then I just like go with the flow. And Pluto went through several iterations to be fair, and the last one was really good. I really like what happened with the hand and all that. It's really good.
Do you have a favorite cockroach in terms of just the art of them rather than the mini?
I mean, like.
Because I think all of these are
Okay,
so
but
cool.
the thing is, like most of them were done by my friend MJ Machos, which is an amazing artist, and I love the guy. I can say it, no? The Cackler. Yeah,
Yes.
that guy is absolutely
Which
bonkers.
is this one.
Yes, but you guys need to see the full art because MJ did such a great design. It's a beautiful design, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm very much very much like I love everything here. They're
I mean,
all so
Helium
good.
from Marco is insane. Also,
Hellion is
Whoa.
so nice and
Beautiful
yeah,
face.
one of Marco's.
Yes.
But in terms of the operatives, yeah, I adore all of them. I like Echo a lot. I think he's super cool. Like it was a really cool interpretation of his art in Justitian. But
Which one was it?
the Cackler, this one. Are you gonna put it right up? There you go, guys. There's mini close-ups.
Wait, it's gonna take a few seconds to zoom focus.
Beautiful.
By the way, guys, so if you're coming to the Simon live stream, one of our friends from Simon has like a proper mini showcase camera.
Yes.
So we're gonna be able to do some like turnaround shots of the minis right up close, so you can get a look at them during the stream. So super looking forward to that.
That's great.
So
any question?
There are any hints regarding the final boss? What I'll say, I won't go too into it. I don't want to talk too much about the spoilers and stuff, because you know you guys have to go see the campaign.
Yeah, fair enough. Because sorry to interrupt you, brother, but like there are some stuff, no? Like
there's a lot of interesting things later on in the campaign. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the final boss. What I will rather say is that when I showed the final mission to Marco, he just laughed.
Yes, I did too. I did too. When we were doing the play testing, you showed me the numbers and the stuff. And it was.
It's very much the way that we've progressed things throughout the campaign is like, you know, at the beginning of the campaign, everyone starts quite small. You know,
yes.
The hostile gets access to only a few of their units. The operatives only have like 2 potentials each, and they're both kind of figuring each other out. And as things progress, you know, everyone gets like more and more and more intense. Like the hostile gets their swarm cards to really sort of flip things and completely change the scope.
Absolutely.
Operatives all get like the more gear. There's some pretty insane gear throughout the missions if you choose to go in for the optional ones and so on.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I really wanted the end to just feel like yeah, these two sides, they've grown all the way throughout the campaign. They're both like at their absolute peak, and now they're gonna just absolutely brawl. And they're just gonna tear the shit out of each other on the board until one side isn't left.
Which is one of the main points of the being an operative. You guys need to be careful about, you know, like resources, and just trying to be as strong as possible through the campaign, because the ending is gonna be insane.
Let's see. Was it hard to keep a mature theme in the development process? So I'll talk about that from like my perspective as a writer. We really set it out like, you know, we were very uncompromising about the Genesis. Like when we set out to make this game for ourselves, and then Simon and so on came on it later. So it was like we were developing it for ourselves, so the story is mature. There's some pretty gnarly shit that happens in terms of like seeing things and like the setups and stuff. One of the recruitment missions is like,
yes,
I'll say Degenesis fails the does the dog die test. So unfortunately, we're gonna end up on that website. So yeah, in that sense, like we didn't want to compromise on that.
Yes, I love mature stuff. Like I will do it forever. You know? Like for me, it's perfect. Like yeah. I mean, for me, it's insane. When we had to design the spider, this what, can I talk about it?
You can talk a little bit about it in terms of like what the thing depicts and stuff.
So this guy is carrying limbs, and he has no limbs. And he's just a psychopath, a monster.
Yeah, the spider is like a properly brutal mini. It's one of the sort of nastiest ones. Yeah, you can bring the alcohol back.
No, it's Marco that just done the
Marco has taken the first drink of the night apparently.
Oh, this is a brand.
So, we're doing more shots.
Yeah.
Great, cool.
It's for you. Enjoy.
Is this passed down from the heavens?
Yes, sir.
Marco has demanded we take more shots. So.
Like my mom did.
This is the one.
Cheers.
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
But why are we getting the absolute? I wanted the goose.
I don't know. This is the privilege of the boss.
Do we have more stuff?
Yeah, there was a question that came in about it's deleted now, but I saw it and it was about how do you explain the alliance of Decoy 5 or something. There we go. Explain alliances like Decoy 5, Leica, and Steel Beam. So what I would say is all of the operatives, one of the things that we really went in on while we were designing the operatives is they need to all have a reason to be there. And it's one of the things that is explained in every operative's sleeve, where it's where it tells you like what is the reason for this character to be there, and there's some like interesting sort of flips from the expectation. So I'm sure a lot of you will know that Pluto is a Hyperspanian character, and his last known location was inside the warpage, and suddenly he's in Borca. I wonder how that could have happened.
I mean, I guess in a sense, like this has a trail coming from Justitian, where you will depict a lot of characters with a lot of depth. And here is the same. Like all the characters have a purpose, and they are like just looking forward for something. Like in that sense, I would say it's like a playable Justitian. It's not the same, but you know, like
I know what you mean. Like everyone has reasons to be here.
Even the enemies.
Even the enemies.
Everybody is like.
We didn't really want to kind of do like just throw in everyone for the sake of throwing them in. Like it was a plus that we found a bunch of really cool characters to take, but like we really wanted to make sure it all is coherent in the way that the Genesis is. Like the Genesis has a lot of internal consistency, and we really wanted to bring that for Clan Wars.
And also, you know, like we are going through a campaign. That means like, of course, things are gonna happen. It's very well narrated, but this guy did a great job narrating stuff. It's very inspiring what you did, man. Like every time I play it, I read it, and it looks really exciting. Especially because I cannot talk about the.
Can you read the comment, Liam? Can you read the comment?
Which one?
Just the one before.
The one about every time Andy appears, I get George Clooney vibes, or the one after that. Which is true, you know. He kind of just like slumps around on camera, and he does
whatever he wants.
He does whatever he wants. Yeah, I can see the George Clooney, especially with like the shirt that he's got on. Like George Clooney, I think very much like blue denim type shirts. You know.
Shall we speak about George Clooney until?
Yeah, we're coming down to we just passed 16:16 until the launch.
Okay, 60 minutes. Okay.
So
is it Marco watching from?
Yeah, Marco is apparently watching us on the. Marco's going to show up in YouTube chat in a second and just be like, "What the hell's going on? Why are you talking about this?"
Okay, Liam, spoiler. Boss is not here, huh?
I guess I can probably give a little bit of a spoiler.
We should. It's more thing.
Is there anything that anyone really wants to get info on? You know, about the campaign. I don't want to give away tons. I don't want to give away too much. A lot of this is going to be things that you might see when we launch the campaign in 15 minutes. But like, I'm happy to chat about things. Did we have to cut out some material during pre-production? Very interesting question. I think the answer is no.
No.
Nothing. There was actually very little that we developed.
No, I mean, in fact, every time I come, because I'm just like checking new stuff as well, I see more stuff. Today was like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah.
How much does Marco lift actually? Now that he's not here, Marco's PB is insane. Man is a beast. Yeah. It's genuine. He's not faking it. He was lifting once and he blew out the lights in the floor below, which is why the gym is now no longer in the office. It's down in a separate building, so it can't happen. In a military base. Does the choices the operatives make along the game have a low, mid, or high impact on the campaign? So actually, you can kind of answer this in about 15 minutes because we've got a preview mission out, but what we do actually have is the entire campaign as the tree, so you can see the entire campaign tree. Yeah. I would say it's like a fairly like mid impact in the game in terms of the choices make a big impact on themselves. And also double your size.
Wow, subaton, eh?
Yeah. We'll set up a bed here. I'll sleep in the office.
I can pee in a bottle.
Yeah. That's the real streamer way. You know.
Liam, people are not gonna see this.
You gotta commit to streaming.
So there will be more.
Otherwise, Ricardo will cry.
Please. 1 second, guys.
Okay.
Just 1 second. Now we go for because it seems like we weren't live for a while, and it's just because the German internet connection it's horrible, like exactly. So it's just a mess. So we need to.
But have you? Is it plugged by cable?
It is.
What the hell?
Only cable.
What the hell?
Doesn't mean it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I see people are saying it's smooth.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm getting it on my screen.
Because mine is freezing, so yeah. Okay, so just whatever.
Let's go!
Okay.
Hey, kill it!
Call it.
We cut it here. Otherwise, the stream is gonna, die
Yeah,
again.
we're gonna wrap this up quickly
Yes.
so we don't die.
Share
again.
it with everybody you know.
Share, the campaign goes live now in 7 minutes.
If we get to 3 millions, I appear naked. Trikini, live stream. But it needs to be 3 millions.
I didn't consent to this.
You will love it.
Guys, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for a little while before.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Liam, don't harm me, please. Oh, yes.
I would never.
Yes.
I would never.
Cheers. For a nice campaign.
All right.
Bye bye, guys.
Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a good night. Enjoy looking at the campaign.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be back. I mean, Marco and I are going to be back tomorrow with Simon. So we're going to...
Actually, it was longer than I would expect.
We're going to be back tomorrow with Simon, Marco and I. We're going to talk a bunch about the game. We'll be having Marco and Ricardo here. We're going to have Ricardo and Angela.
That one is going to be cute.
All going to be good times.
Yes.
Okay, let's sign off. Thank you guys for showing up, and ciao cacao.
Ciao. Bye bye.
Now hold this, stay like this,